Virgo, welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is the solar eclipse reading. This is going to be for the next 6 months. I've done the collective reading on that, and it's now time to realize and enact and impose that logic, that simple, natural logic, that common sense on the world around us. It is a logical revolution that's going on, and being part of it is an individual choice. There's no following other people. It's just a case of how you interact with the life and allowing that logic to actually seep into everything, permeate everything we do, basically. That was the collective reading. Let's just see how it goes on with you. Now, I will be saying, here we have the overall energies here. Here we have the karmic message for your relationship side, karmic message for your material side. This is how the universe is influencing you. This is how your guides is influencing this sort of karmic message from the past. This is how the guides are influencing the conversation that is within you and your future. And this is the overall outcome. This is the relationship side, material side. I just want to say this. In this section here and up there has been most of the activity coming from the outside world. There's something that we all, in this 6-month period, as we apply ourselves in life, there's something that we need to do. Now, in particular, and with each sign it's a different thing, so it'd be interesting to see what comes out there for you. We will be doing a full reading and clarifying with the light seers cards as well, so let's just get in there to straight in there without further ado. So the overall energy here is the Queen of Swords, so it's taking that direction, being very clear about it in your mind and not allowing your emotions to play tricks on you. Basically going after your heart's desires in a very determined and singular fashion, and the world and the universe will be encouraging you to move forward, to go forward into all of this, if you have your emotions under control and it's basically clear for you where to go ahead. So if you're choosing to take a particular direction and someone turns around to you and says, "Oh, Virgo, could you just help me with this?" Usually, Virgo, you say, "Yeah, go on then," because you love helping people. And this may not necessarily be the good idea. It may be also a way of sort of saying, to sort of you to take that path. It depends on you as a personal thing of what you so desire out of life. And, make sure things are there that are creating rather than reducing. That's what I would say. So creation is a lot of good things. This could be also the fact that for some of you, it's the decision to make a business or to start a business or to maybe even write a book or to learn to change a complete career path. Could be falling in love. Moving in with someone, starting a family, whatever it is, be very clear about it. That's what it is. Okay, let's just see what's going on in the karmic message. Well, you got the King of Swords. Usually we'd say divine counterpart, and this could well be it. And I think this is on the material, on this is your relationship side. So, and this is your karmic message. The King of Swords is that logic, and that is very much like the Queen of Swords here. So I think this logic is going to play well for you. Because this is the overall energy, it's not really someone that's in your life. And this is all to do with you. The King of Swords is that clear thinking through understanding and knowledge and judgment. That's what it says. And this is the Queen is all of the understanding of our emotions, of how we put things into it. So it's a very good combination for your relationship side. If you want to be in a relationship, or if you want your relationship to be to work in a really beautiful way, you do need to have a clear vision, and that needs to be thought out and also explained as well to the people that are around you. The Star card, the universe is saying to you, go for gold. Go for gold. Go for hell for leather. Don't hold back. The universe is here is sort of saying you have a very fertile situation within your life in regards to relationships. And yeah, go for gold. Go for the highest version of what you want out of life. And the Emperor. Virgo? What? Really? Oh, so this is the past self. And it's almost as if like the past self is understood and has conquered a lot of dark sides, you know, our shadow side. And this is what the King of Swords is all about. You know, through that judgment, you can really own your sort of like your relationships that are around you, making them incredibly fulfilling and really rewarding in so many different levels here. Not only is it mental, but it's also structural as well. It's got a certain degree of this is what we would like to do and this is how we're going to go about it. Let's just go and do it. Sort of very practical sort of sense as well for you, which is going to help you to find a lot more. You know, in the collective reading, we went into the chakra, the root chakra, and boy, was that massive. And this is what's coming to you here in this next 6 months is security, having that nice home, having that, you know, that nice situation with the relationships that are around you, having that sort of feeling of contentment and with the people, and this could be with your friends, your family, or your community, or even with your partner. And it's just a whole. You're gonna really understand things this 6 months, and it's gonna send you off on a completely different tangent of what you had before. It's a very conscious recognition about what is good for you in life and what you want in regards to relationships with other people. And it's going to free you up so you can actually, when you're with these people, you're really with the people who are within the same logic as you. And when you're with them, it is like you're with them for hours and hours and hours. And it seems to be the quality time is going to be certainly outweigh the quantity. So therefore, it's also going to give you that freedom to also have that movement within your life as well. Let's see what's going on in your financial sort of side. It's all your business and stuff like that. Maybe you're carrying too much. This could well be it. This is your karmic mission here. So it's almost a case of here, having that clear vision is a case of not carrying too much. I would be a little bit wary of that if I was you. Do not carry too much. Do not try and do too much. If you're going to start this business or whatever, and I said this at the beginning, or start that book or that YouTube channel, start it in little increments rather than trying to load everything in the first go. And I think you will enjoy it a lot more and you will get a lot more success. So here is more of a karmic path saying just be wary not to take on too much. So you've got the Devil card here. It's the Capricorn card, which is your fellow Earth sign as well. I think this is about concentrating, and this is what the universe is sort of saying here. Is the universe trying to do you nasty things? I don't think so. I think the universe here is more sort of saying, get obsessive about what you want to be doing. Get it over the line. That's the most important thing. Start being obsessive about that book or that YouTube channel or that business or that career path so you can really get the best out of it. Start applying that logical, that new logical, the logical sort of sensation that's coming through you and apply it in your business world and being a little bit obsessive about it. And the moment you start doing that, it's going to bring you the rewards on multitude of different levels. It's obviously something that you've been nurturing in your life over some period of time. And you've still got to nurture it going forward, as much as like when a tree is bearing fruit, you don't just kind of go, oh, that's it, my job's done. And now it's just got to fill the fruit up with the lovely sugary juices. You know, it's also, you've got to nurture it all the way through. Winter, spring, summer and autumn. Doesn't matter. You've got to nurture what you're doing. So it's obviously something that's been coming through you for a long time. And once you start getting obsessive about it, you can then streamline things so you're not carrying aspects of it that are not giving you any benefits at this time. May well do in the future, but streamline it, I think, is really important for you. during this period here. And then you've got the Four of Swords, which is to do about making a home, making, sort of a healing, almost a blessing as well. But here is like, you're going to, I think it's this healing aspect of it is more sort of a rewards for that nurturing that you have done. And once you start, the universe is trying to get you to really focus down onto getting things moving and getting things done. Once you start doing that, you're going to feel like, yes, this is exactly what I should be doing. And feeling at home with yourself, within yourself, and that can bring on the new paradigm completely into picture. There may be a case here of healing from the outside world. As I said at the beginning, it's that section there, things have been happening. And it does you do get an aspect of that. But I don't think you're going to be so affected by the outside chaos of the financial world than most other signs, because you've got a bee in your bonnet. That's what it's about. That's what's possibly going to carry you through. And don't try and carry everybody with you. Out of it comes the Page of Pentacles. Learning about planting these seeds that have come off this, that you've nurtured for a long time, and now it's coming to precision time. The fruit that is coming off of that you will be able to understand that long process that you've got to go through in order to make a business start, to get on your career path, to start your projects and that sort of thing. All of a sudden you're going to get the outcome here is where you're going to get this these seeds, and you're going to realize that planting it doesn't give you instant gratification here. It's a long-term process, and you're going to understand this a lot better by going through this process of focalizing on something really, really strongly in order to get the results that you want. On the relationship side, the outcome of it also is as well opening up to your heart's desires, knowing exactly what you want so you can start a new cycle. And this could be with your existing partner as much as with a new partner. It doesn't really matter here. But what it is planting those seeds of understanding to get fruits as you go forward, and understanding that relationships are long-term cycles here. So let's just clarify what's going on with these cards here. We're using the light seers for this. Thank you very much for being here, Virgo. Hope you do get the best out of this reading. With the Queen of Swords, a leap of faith, a Fool. Yeah, I think there is a degree to that. I think there's also a fact that you've, if you're very clear within your mind here and you allow your emotions to get in the way, you probably wouldn't make that leap of faith. In a way, you need to be absolutely clear for you in order for you to make that leap of faith, which could be a very emotional thing. But I think you need to do that bit of a leap of faith to get rid of all that, the past, basically, the old paradigm. Okay, so there is a degree of, it's a little bit like the devil as well. She's holding out this crystal here. It's a little bit like the light or the flame that comes out the devil's left hand. And it's sort of, it's that passion that you have for life that should be almost be your guiding path, like the Star card really as well. Okay, so with the King of Swords, you get the Ace of Swords, new startings for you. Things that come in a little bit out of left field. So someone may be sort of saying, I think it's a good idea. Well, this is on your karmic message here. So it's more of a case of, opening up to new possibilities in accordance to what you know is good for you. So don't just throw caution to the wind. That's not what it's about. This is very direct interaction with the world outside you, which is going to generate possibilities, beautiful possibilities that's going to stimulate you a lot, that come from a little bit out of left field. The Star has got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is gifts, as it were, or abundance that's coming from you. It's coming out of your heart's desires as well. And with the star card here, this is exactly what it is. You might have a multitude of possibilities, but concentrating on your dreams and aspirations in regards to your relationships is exactly what you should be doing. And we get with the Emperor being the star card. So that the Emperor has conquered the dark side, every aspect of you as a being. That is your empire. Your empire is your energy, is your personality, it's your physical body. It's what makes up the empire. And you are that emperor of this being, as it were, interacting with the world around you. And that force you have inside you should be given over to drive towards your dreams and aspirations. The star card is so much for you to have. And now you have the High Priestess, which comes in, which is all this intuition and sort of channeling of understandings of the mind and spirit of how you engage with the relationships that are around you. So it becomes, as I said here, I think this new cycle here is going to be very stimulating for you. Could be learning a lot with someone, learning a new way of love, a new way of being with someone. Really, really beautiful for you. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. Yeah, don't try and take on too much. Make sure there's a good dose of fun in your projects or your business or your job and everything like that. Whatever you're nurturing here, make sure that there's a good amount of fun. And the Devil card is a bit of a fun card. I think this is the walking away of not having or not doing it. So basically, you might have been thinking this is something you've been nurturing from a long time. And you might be thinking, I want to write this book, or I want to do this YouTube channel, I want to do this restaurant. And you might have been thinking about it a long time. And now the idea is the universe is here saying, getting precise about it all, is walking away from the initial dream to putting it into action. That's what it's talking about. And I think it's almost sort of saying it's the go to the discovery of the she's walking towards the sun, which is a karmic path here. So realizing what you can do, how you can really develop those sort of sides, whatever you want to do, business, restaurant, book, whatever, just start doing it and nurture so you can really, get to where you want to be and what you want. You got the Moon card on the nurturing card there of developing. So there is a bit of unknown. You don't know if what you've been doing in the past and what you've been nurturing is going to be pure success. But that's the exciting bit about life. And it almost as well here is because we got the moon and the sun, and we got the world over there. So we got a lot of the planetary cards here. So that things are aligned in order for you to do this. The sun here is almost sort of like, it's what makes the moon shine. And moonshine. You may well want to make alcohol. You'll do better than certain companies, alcoholic companies that are having real problems because the logical revolution has started. And that's what's happening to that big, beverage company. The logic is being imposed upon it, and we're going to start imposing upon it across the board. It's actually what it's going to do is this sun here is going to dissipate any sort of unknowns within your nurturing of what you're developing. Okay, that's what it's going to set it all aside and set it away so you can actually really go forward in a beautiful way. Two of Cups, as I said, it's a healing sort of thing. I think it's the reuniting. This is the putting into action your plan here, and this is the later stages. This is from July. I think putting into action your plans and your ambitions will make you feel in step with who you are. And this is this whole fulfillment and real happiness that you are developing within you. There's so much beautiful stuff there. You start off with the Ace of Swords, you finish with the Ace of Wands. Did we have the Ace of Wands elsewhere? No, we didn't. But Ace of Wands, out with the old and in with the new. Learning about that long-term cycle there, because you know about it, the Page of Pentacles, because you know about that long-term cycle. You get what you're saying here is the passion you have for going future, saying, I've done it once, it was difficult, but I know all the mistakes. The second time is going to be really a lot easier and a lot more fun. And that is what's going to stimulate to go on and move on. Realizing how you can manifest or put yourself and interact with life around you in order to manifest your stars, because they're coming through. And it's waiting for you to activate upon it, Virgo. There you go, Virgo. Thank you very much for being here. I hope that actually helped you out. And thank you for being part of the Astroflower family. Don't forget, you got your lunar eclipse reading, and next week you're going to have your monthly reading as well coming out. So I will see you on this channel for that. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.